Welcome back. So this is Polyrhythms 1, Part C. So we're going to show you some variations to a rhythm that you've learned in a previous tutorial, and you can choose which of the variations you would like to use when layering them on top of these rhythms that we've set out earlier in Parts A and B. Alright, we're first going to give you a little example. I'm going to play this rhythm up here, and Baba Onoche is going to show you the other part that we're going to learn today. Here we go. Thank you very much. Okay, so if you were listening carefully, you probably noticed that what he was playing was very similar to this one that we discussed when we were learning duple and quadruple subdivision. So we're going to write this one as a duple subdivision so that it fits with our rhythm. So again, we're doing this in 4/4. And we're writing down our meter. So you notice that you're playing on the beat every time, and you're also playing on the ands every time. So another thing about pitch. So before in the past, we were using the middle of the drum that made lower pitches, and then the rim of the drum that uses the higher pitches. But you notice that Baba Onoche today was playing all on the rim. He was going in a very simplified form here. So we're going to write everything up on the top of the staff for now. So these are even eighth notes that I just played. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and notice I'm really trying to line up the notes with the beats that we set in previously. Now you might not be able to see the beats from up here down here, so I'm going to go ahead and write them again. I'm going to alternate colors just like we had earlier. So we have 1 and 2 and, it's kind of not dark enough. Better. 3 and 4 and. Just like that. And here's our extended bar line. Okay, so notice that those are all even duple subdivisions. Just going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But notice that sometimes in our example, Onoche was playing something that sounded a little bit off. It wasn't exactly even eighth notes. It was 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hear the difference? So the first one that I just played, which is a variation on this one, is what we call swinging the beat. So swinging means that you take the second note in the subdivision and you play it a little bit later. You put a little delay upon it than you would play if you're playing exactly even subdivisions. If you want to be really, really specific about it, we're actually thinking in triplets. So instead of going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, you're actually going 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and. And of course, sped up, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. All right? So let's write out a triplet counting here. So I'm going to write the main beats in blue. Again, those are the ones to really pay attention to. So 1, I'm going to really try to line them up here. Here's 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so the triplets have 3 little subdivisions instead of 2 for every beat. So we usually label this as and 2 and 3 and 4 and So notice that the triplet subdivision usually looks like this. 1, 2, 3 little eighth notes that are attached together with a little slur and a number 3. So we're not going to play the middle note here. So what we're going to do is we're going to think of these 2 notes as being combined. 2 eighth notes together equal a quarter note, right? So for 1 and, you have a quarter note. For you have an eighth note. Okay, and we're going to attach these together with the 3. Okay. 2 and okay. 3 and 4 and Okay. Now most of the time when people swing the beat, they're not going to write it like this. You'll see it written like this. They'll just write swing somewhere on the top of the page of the music and expect you to know that they mean this. Okay? So first let me break it down for you slowly, saying all of the counts with the subdivisions. And then we're going to speed it up and just say the main counts, the main beats that are in blue, and listen for how the beat swings in between. Okay, so here's the slowed down version. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 Okay, so now let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's really speed it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hear how it works? So sped up, it really sounds very similar to this one. But it just has a little bit of a laid-back feel to it. So now I'm going to play one measure of this one that's completely even, and then follow that by the swung measure. Okay, here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got that? We'll see you for part D.